Morning, everyone. Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio, along with Megan Conway for another edition of Juice Box Chats.
Happy Hallows Eve.
I learned from Jessica Blum that it's Halloweek.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Halloweek.
I like Halloweek too.
I do too.
So happy Halloweek.
Yes. We've been doing so many festive events all week. We've been so busy, but I love it. Like, I love this time of year, and it's been a lot of fun. We've hit up a couple trunk or treats. We went to the First Responders, LPD, Lincoln Police Union one, and we went to Boo at the Zoo. What have you guys been up to?
Well, we've done my kids' trunk or treat at their school. So Carmelo, Jessica, and myself did that on Friday, which, if you can remember back to Friday, was horribly drizzly and cloudy,
cold.
and it wasn't horribly cold, but it was just kind of like, it was very kind of blah. Mm-hmm. And so I, in anticipation for the conditions, I had on sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and I had my stocking cap, and I had my gloves. The problem was, though, it was sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and so the drizzly. So I got soaked from about my thighs up.
You need like a poncho, Mr.
I did.
Meteorologist.
I know. Well, and would it shock you if I told you that every single person who came to our booth was like, "What's up with this weather, man?"
I bet. Did you order this?
Yeah. And it's like, no, I would have preferred to not sit in the drizzle for 2 hours. But it actually was a ton of fun. Kids had a great time. My favorite costume from it, one little girl dressed up, and I thought it was so cute. She was a toilet seat. And so she had the tank, and then there was obviously the bowl, and she could lift up the toilet seat lid, and that's the bowl where she was putting her candy.
Oh, that's creative. That's creative. Last night at Boo at the Zoo, I saw these two little boys who obviously a parent, a grandparent, somebody is very crafty in their family because they had taken boxes and drawn kind of on the outside of them, and then attached suspenders that held up these boxes, and they were John Deere tractors. And it was adorable. They were dressed like in very, farmer overalls underneath, like they were driving the tractor. And it was these two young brothers, and they were adorable. They were so cute.
It's always fun because, and again, like as a parent, like there's a bajillion things going on. Mm-hmm. Buying costumes is the quick and easy way out.
Yep.
But again, there are some parents who, kudos to them. Like
Yes.
they put a lot of time,
Hats off,
and a lot of effort to build these.
And
Good, and they look
I
good.
feel like if I put that much effort,
I don't think it would look good if I did.
it would turn out horribly, and then I'd be mad, and I would hate it. And then I'm like, I put all that time and money for this. To look back in 20 years at the pictures and be like, yeah, I dressed you up as a toilet seat. That's so funny. That's so funny. But no, I love Halloween. I feel like everyone has been very festive.
Do you still have all your Halloween decorations? I know that with the wind that we had a couple days, I believe there was some Halloween decorations that might have gone MIA.
Ooh, yeah, we still have all of ours. We don't have any inflatables, though. I could see how if you had an inflatable or something in your yard, that could have taken flight. But no, we have I think he's like 5'5" tall skeleton on our porch, but he is asphyxiated.
He's still there?
Yes, he's there. Got some lights and some spiderweb type things, but it's all pretty covered under our porch.
Yeah, that's
kind of
good.
Protected, so
That's good.
We didn't lose anything, thankfully.
That is good.
Yeah.
So obviously Halloween has been the topic basically all month long. We talked with Sarah Burwell last week, registered dietitian over with CHI Health, about all the candy.
Yeah.
Which again, these trunk or treats, again, a lot of them started within the last 2 weeks. There might already have been a huge influx of candy into your house. Mm-hmm. And today, we kind of already talked about it a little bit this month, but just talking about some of those trick-or-treating safety tips. Mm-hmm. And so I
think we talked about costumes.
We did, yeah, we
a
did.
little bit in the safety of those costumes, but not, the overall trick-or-treating experience.
Yeah. And so I was able to talk with Chief, it's still early in the morning. I've been awake for probably maybe just over an hour here. You're
Morning,
like
Bill.
You're like 6 hours into your day already.
I know.
So
I've had plenty of coffee. Let's go.
yeah, she's a pistol this morning.
Wind
folks.
her up.
So I had a chance to talk with Chief Deputy Ben Houchin from Lancaster County Sheriff's Office yesterday in our Crime Stoppers segment, and I asked him to just kind of touch on it. So let's go ahead and listen to kind of what he had to say yesterday. Again, kind of about trick or treating and just things for folks to watch out for.
Yeah.
So last thing we wanted to talk about, obviously, it is late October.
Yes, it is.
And that means it's been spooky season now for a while, which I have to imagine for law enforcement, is that a time you guys look forward to? Because I feel like troublemaking maybe ticks up a little bit around Halloween. I don't know.
You know, it depends. I think when I first got hired, there was a lot more going on of picnic tables thrown in the streets and cars parked and moved over. We don't have quite as much of that these days. You know, the kids seem to go out and are with parents and doing those things. But yeah, it's certainly a time to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
We're you know, we always give out the tips and make sure the kids don't run between the cars in the street, use the crosswalks. And another thing is costumes. Glow sticks, great. Any kind of glow tape, anything, a flashlight. Just
Something reflective.
reflective. You know, another thing, we were out at trunk or treat yesterday, and some of the kids would have these masks on and they can't see.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing. You need to make sure your kids can see and their vision's not blocked, and that their costume fits so they're not tripping and falling and doing those things. And please, please, please make sure you tell them never go in somebody's house you don't know, and definitely do not ever get in a car with somebody you don't know. We don't need something horrible like that happening. And make sure you have an adult pick the check the candy and do those kind of things. And adults, stay off your phones, get your lights on early, pay attention, slow down. We just want to have a safe, fun holiday and nothing bad happen.
I think as a parent now, there's nothing more stressful than seeing my children sprint up staircases to someone's front door. Because again, they got the costume on, so maybe it's got, it's long or whatever, and I'm just like, just walk. Everyone's going to get there. Everyone's going to get the candy.
Yes.
It's stressful. So, okay.
And another thing, too, is if you have older kids, make sure that they're going out in pairs and that you know where they're going and what route they're going, and make sure that they have what time they're supposed to be home, then they get there on those things. And also, there's some parenting apps that you can use to make sure that you know where they are because, like I said, Lincoln is a pretty safe place, but you still want to be very careful.
You do. You absolutely 100% do. We just started. All right, yeah. So that was Chief Deputy Ben Houchin with Lancaster County Sheriff's Office yesterday. And again, all good things, Megan, all good tips.
Absolutely. He mentioned the trunk or treat that was Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night that we went to that. The fire department, and I think some of the cruisers too, they were handing out these snap bracelets along with candy and stickers and all that good stuff. But they were the snap bracelets, that you can hit on your wrist and snap down, but they were reflective. So they were giving them to kids, ahead of Halloween, which I thought was really wonderful for them to wear when they're trick-or-treating in case you do have a costume that's all dark colors or that doesn't have lights or something. You could just wear a reflective little bracelet and that would help a lot. And they also were giving out treat bags that were this shiny silver material, to reflect car lights to make you a little bit more visible too.
Yeah.
So being a little bit proactive for the kids and giving them things that, would just help everyone be able to see them more.
Sunset time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Halloween night.
I'm going to guess. Wait, don't tell me.
Oh.
6:19.
You're close.
Dang it.
You're under
Oh.
by 4 minutes. 6:23.
Oh, I almost said 6:24.
6:23.
6:23. Okay, so yeah.
So,
that's
I
early.
mean,
That's early.
when do you guys start your trick or treating? Because we usually try and do like dinner, maybe a little earlier than we normally do dinner, and then go.
Yeah, that's kind of what we tried to do too. The problem is now with our we've talked about school schedules, how it shifted our days a little bit. So my husband has to work a little later so that he can take Aurora to school in the mornings. So he doesn't get home until about 5:45. So Dad wants to be a part of it. You gotta get the dad tax too, the candy.
Oh, 100%.
So no,
Real thing.
he wants to be there. And so basically I think our plan is for me to have supper, like basically waiting on the table when he walks in. We will down something really quick, throw on the costumes and go out the door. Because
Yeah.
our kids are so young. We're going to try and get them to bed early, on their usual time, but we'll see on a
Good luck.
Friday night. Yes.
Say it's a Friday Halloween though, so
Friday, Halloween, and grandma's in town.
ooh, your kids are gonna be jacked.
Double whammy.
Yeah, you're in
Sugar
trouble.
high and grandma games.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. So, but we'd like to start when it's still a little bit light out. And
Yeah.
Start at least going through our neighborhood.
Yeah. I think we'll probably try and start to be out by about 5:15 ish. Because even by 5:15 the sun's going to be low.
Yeah.
And it'll be getting dark soon. So again, obviously a lot of it's kind of about just visibility and making sure people can see you, and kind of like Deputy Houchin said there. Usually in Lincoln, I don't think we necessarily hear about a lot of things. And, I would probably argue there's not necessarily any real bad parts of town that like, oh, don't go trick-or-treating there. Most everyone's just staying in their neighborhood. But obviously visibility. He mentioned the costume safety, If the kids are wearing masks, make sure they can see, especially if they're going to be crossing the street. Like I mentioned, there's nothing more stressful than watching my children run up folks' driveways, onto the front patio, going up concrete steps, and it's just like
Yep. And they just go so fast.
they do because
I-
they're
you know-
they're super excited.
And they don't look down. They don't look down about what they're about to hit or trip over. So many little ledges and sidewalks and concrete. So I actually started throwing in. I got like a little fanny pack crossbody bag that I wear while we trick or treat, and I put Band-Aids in there
There you go.
because I've seen not only my kids but other kids wipe out and need that. And you're out and about in the neighborhood, so I just throw that and like a couple paper towels in my bag just in case. You never know. Some Kleenexes too. There's always runny noses.
So the thing is, gravity is undefeated.
It's true. I can
always
prepare all I want, but I
But-
cannot.
Gravity will still bring those children down when they trip on the stair or on the step or whatever
It's
it
true.
is.
But
So yeah,
a magical Band-Aid that is in the shape
Magical
of
Band-Aid.
an animal or a Barbie or
that's
something.
Paw Patrol themed or
You would be
Gabby's Dollhouse
Yeah.
or
magical powers in
does.
healing, wiping away the tears. You give a piece of candy, we're off.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, obviously check the costumes, make sure those are all good. As far as the actual trick or treating themselves, if you have younger kids, Megan, they're going to be with you. Our oldest, again this year, told us that he doesn't want to go trick or treating with us. He wants to go with his friends.
Oh,
So a
Have
little
Mom take
bit
that.
of a knife in Mom's heart there. Again, kind of like Deputy Houchin said, make sure you're setting those boundaries.
yeah.
Like, hey, be home by a certain time. Don't
Or
be
a way for the kids to check in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stage will make me nervous, like letting them go.
candy check. Again, I have never personally come across anything.
I haven't either.
And again,
You just never know. You never
you don't know, but it's always good to double check. Again, if anything's unwrapped
Yeah.
or if the wrapper is not sealed or whatever, just good to do a once over before the kids start diving in. Unfortunately, it feels like every Halloween, again, it's usually not here, but there's some story about someone put something in candy, whether it was
Yep.
an object or otherwise. So
Yeah.
gotta be
and
careful with that.
I think like Sarah talked last week about,
Mm-hmm.
candy and everything. Maybe it would be a fun activity when you get back to your house with your kids.
Sort through it.
Yeah, sit down together, sort through it because you can sort into like a pile of what they really like and maybe a pile of what you don't really like, and you can kind of sort that off. And that gives you as a parent a chance to look it all over, make sure it's wrapped, and at least give it a once over.
There was there's a number of sorting options that you could choose from for your candy. Color,
Yeah,
chocolate, not chocolate.
yeah, that's a good one.
Peanut butter, not peanut butter. Nuts, no nuts. Whatever it might be. So
Or-
there's
yeah, we're still in the phase, because my son is not quite 2 years old, so we're in the phase of what brother can have and what brother cannot have. So
what we're willing to trade and what we're not willing to trade.
yes. Yep. My daughter from Booth the Zoo got to have Nerds for
Nice.
the first time. She was like, "Mom, these are great. What are these?" I was like, "Those are called nerds, honey."
The nerds went fast. Because again, in anticipation for the trunk or treat we went to on Friday, I purchased, or the station purchased, and I facilitated it, 735 pieces of candy. And so again, I kind of stuck with. I got a couple of the big bags of 120 that was Snickers, but I picked up a smaller bag. It was like 70 pieces. It had nerds and stuff like that, and the nerd clusters, the like gummies with
so
those, I think went the fastest
Do you know?
because the nerds are good, but they're so small
Yeah.
that you'd lose them. But if you stick them into a gummy bear, it's a much easier delivery system for the nerds.
They are delicious.
Yeah.
Did you know, fun fact, you bought more pieces of candy than there are people in my hometown
So we could have went door to door.
and given everyone a piece
piece.
of candy.
I say,
Plus some.
I ended up, I think I did okay. I was a little worried because we went through almost all of it. I feel like in about the first half an hour, 45 minutes. Wow. And I told Carmelo and Jessica, I was like, we have one bag left. And there was still some on the table, but like then there was only one bag left in the weather shield.
Dole it out wisely.
Yeah, so we were maybe a little too judicious in allowing people to take maybe multiple pieces of candy initially.
At LPD's trunk or treat, there was a cruiser that was decorated with donuts everywhere, which is hilarious from the police officers. And they were actually giving away donuts
Nice.
early in the evening.
And
but
then
by
they
the
ran
time
out.
we got to them, they had run out and they were giving out packets of oatmeal, which my daughter loves oatmeal. I think that's hilarious. But can you just see some kids are like, oatmeal?
I would say I don't know because again at our trunk or treat we were right next to the LPD cruiser.
Okay.
And I don't know if I was a fan of that because, again, Officer Tran, great guy, and he was letting people honk the horn, and people were way more excited.
Come on, Bill. Doesn't the weather shield have a horn?
I mean, just a regular horn, not like a
No siren.
police crew. Yeah, there was like I had lights, but I had no sirens. So,
But you have radar equipment.
I mean, satellite equipment,
Yeah, but yeah.
but not for any weather detecting, for sending radio waves back to the towers here.
Yeah, I'm sure
So-
the kids weren't as
No.
Excited.
Yeah, trying to explain something invisible is, they're like, oh, okay, cool.
cool. Can I have the candy now?
Yeah. And then, drivers, obviously, there's going to be a bajillion kids all over the streets.
Yeah.
Just be patient, go slow.
Yeah. That's my biggest fear is
Yeah.
my daughter is at the age where she'll just dart
Yeah.
and not think about it, across the street because she sees that a porch light is on over there. So she's going to go run to
Like,
that
let's go.
house. Yeah. And that's my biggest fear is, so if drivers, if you could please put down your phones, drive slowly through neighborhoods, just try and be as vigilant as you can, in taking care of our kids tonight or tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Halloween.
Yes,
Thinking
no,
it's
tomorrow night is
tomorrow
Halloween. And then at home, again, Deputy Houchin mentioned it. If you are going to put out candy, if you are going to be giving out candy, make sure your porch well lit. You're not going to be home, lights off.
Yeah.
Put a bucket of candy out in the front of the drive, whatever it might be.
Yep.
If you got pets, I have a dog who, if you ring the doorbell, if we ever think we can't find her, we go ring the doorbell because then she barks. And it's like, oh, okay, she's upstairs or she's downstairs.
There she is.
Wherever she might be. So, obviously, with all the doorbell ringing, take
Yes.
care. Maybe if you have any leftover Trazzy Dazzies from 4th of July, tomorrow night might not be a
Might be a good idea.
bad night to pop one of those Trazzy Dazzies for the pups at home.
Yeah. I think Grandma is going to go to a few houses with us, to see the kids trick or treat, but then she's going to go back to our house to hand out candy for us and
There you go.
be the calm for the dogs.
There you go.
So,
There you go.
yeah. And I also hear, I think there's a volleyball game on that she wants to watch. I'm like, Grandma, volleyball? Grandkids? Volleyball? No, I'm kidding. She'd pick the grandkids every time.
Okay, why not both?
We could have it on our phones while we walk. I feel like a
But
horrible
that would be
parent.
distracted, and it would be going against our tips. That
Yes, I'm supposed to be off the phone. I'm supposed to be in the moment.
pop one like in an AirPod, pull up John Baylor and Lauren West or whoever.
Mom, I scraped my knee. Oh, that's great. That's great, honey. Let's go to the next house.
So I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, might have been now, one of our Halloween things that we do is we have the Switch Witch.
Oh, yes, yes. I love that. gotta tell Max about that. My husband. I gotta tell him about
Yeah, switch. So again, taking leftover candy and it gets switched out for small toy, book, whatever like
Yeah.
that. My youngest yesterday, point blank, gonna of that age, second grade, point blank asked mom, switch real?
that. Oh. What'd she say? How do you answer that?
Well, I think my wife did a great job, but she fessed up. She goes, "I'm the switch."
So technically, the switch witch is real.
Yeah, but
Yeah. But
I'm
she's
the
your mom.
switch. And so he was.
How do you take it?
It led into a conversation about Santa. We didn't quite get that far,
Ooh.
but
That's hard.
it topic has been breached, and it was funny because then he ran and my wife told him not to tell his brother, like just he's in on the secret now,
Yeah.
and don't tell your brother. Let him figure it out. Come to that all on his own, and so he just pondering things, and 20 minutes later I hear him say, "I wish I could go back in time and have you never tell me that."
Oh. Oh.
So
Oh, sweet boy.
yeah.
Oh. That's so sweet. And the innocence of children is it's darling. And I want to preserve that and hope it lasts for as long as possible.
It was because it was
It's
funny
magic.
too, because
Yeah.
after she was like, "I'm the switch witch," he was adamant. He's like, "No, I saw the switch witch last year. I saw," and
At that point, I would have been like, yeah, you're right. She's real.
yeah, you saw it.
Yep.
So,
Oh.
but yeah, no. Hopefully, everyone has again a good, fun, safe Halloween. Again, we've kind of
Yes.
talked about it ad nauseum here now for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
All sorts of different things.
I really am hoping, though, I'm going to put up like a post on my Facebook page. I want to see costumes.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing what people dress up as, the creativity.
It's always super
Yeah,
fun.
send in your pictures. I want to see them. Tell me what your kids are dressing up as, or you. Adults can dress up too.
We can.
I saw some really cute family costumes at Boo at the Zoo, so I want to see all the costumes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm sure we'll probably have an album.
Yeah,
Right? We
I
probably
would think.
probably already there. So you can probably do that through the 1011 News app. So check that out. So appreciate everyone for tuning in to another edition of Juicebox Chats. And we'll also say before we go, make sure you tune in tonight. Ken Shimmick's last show,
That is
6 p.m. newscast tonight. So kind of end of an era here at 1011.
Yes.
So excited for him and his wife Deb
Mm-hmm.
as they retired. Deb beat him by a day. Her last day was yesterday.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so they're
special.
excited to coast into retirement. So hopefully, can everyone again, tributes and memories have been pouring into the newsroom. But last show is tonight at 6:00. So hopefully, everyone gets a chance to tune in and watch that. Also, if you tune in here in just like 3 minutes when Pure Nebraska starts, he's going to be on Pure Nebraska, and I'd have to ask John and Taryn. I don't think they're back in their corners. We're neighbors. I don't think he's ever been on Pure Nebraska.
I
This
don't
might
know.
be his first appearance on Pure
First
Nebraska.
time?
It might be.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll have to double check.
And
so.
then also don't forget, but tomorrow morning is Brad Anderson's last morning.
That is
shift.
true.
So we're going to have some special stuff for him tomorrow
There you go.
as he transitions to our next chief. So
There you
we're
go.
sad to lose him in the mornings, but so happy for him.
And if we're just going to we're going to lots of ands here as we
Yeah.
head out the door. Don't forget this weekend we set the clocks forward
Oh,
back
yeah.
back an hour.
That too.
You get an extra. Normal people get an extra hour of sleep. Parents,
Nope.
it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Your kid's just up an hour earlier.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. I hope everyone has a happy, safe
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, and we'll see you next time.
1011 News is everywhere. Download our smart